Hey guys, welcome to Saturday Question and Answer right here on the Digital Outlook channel. Now guys, I am out here visiting our son, and of course we're visiting our grandkids. And I'll tell you what, just seeing the swing sets and stuff like that, boy, it brings a real warmth into my heart, because I'll tell you, grandkids are the dividends for having kids, and being a grandparent, one of the biggest joys of our life, to be sure. Now guys, the question that I want to answer on this session is this, and boy, have you ever seen it in the comments, folks saying, oh, it's dumping, oh, it's crashing. Guys, what's the difference between a crash and an opportunity? That is a question to answer right there, because guys, to give you perspective, if you haven't been in this space that long and you're watching stuff retrace, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10%, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, it is just crashing. Guys, that is not a crash in this space. A crash in this space is when you watch it drop literally in an hour's time, 20, 30, and even up to 40%. In fact, Judy and I lived through it. We have seen massive dips like that. Now that's what I call a crash. What I call an opportunity is when you watch these things dip down and you see like a 5, 7, 10% move down there, and you haven't reached your accumulation goals. Well, for us guys, we looked at that as opportunity, and that's when Judy and I, we were out there and we were absolutely accumulating and reaching those goals. And we literally saw it. Look, we saw prices all the way from 10 cents to $1.97, back down to that 20, 30 cent range, up there to 87 cents, on and on and on, and of course now into the $3. And remember when it's not even going to go over $1. Oh, it's not going to hit $1. Hits $1. Oh my goodness, not going anywhere further. Nope, $2. Oh, hits $2. Oh, it's absolutely going to drop back down to 40, 50 cents. Nope, hits $3. Now we're here at $3, and of course we're retracing to that prior resistance as support. And you got people in the comments coming out there, oh, it's crashing, it's crashing. They don't know what a crash is. They haven't seen what a crash is. I'll tell you guys, having been there, you will know it when you watch it crash like that. And that is why now there are folks out there and they're throwing this down. Hey, listen, I am never selling any of my XRP. And you know what? I have no issue with that. If that is their plan, that's absolutely fantastic. But guys, I'll tell you what, do you want to know what it feels like to watch it go all the way up and then watch it coming all the way back down? Now, maybe we aren't going to see those big time volatility dips when we watched it drop 80 to 90%. But it is very hard to digest. We actually know people, Judy and I know people, watch their portfolios literally go into life-changing amounts and rode that thing all the way back down. Now that is a hard pill to swallow. And there are certainly people in this space that experience that, where they literally saw, major amounts of appreciation. And then from 2018, they waited all the way into 2021 for what was a 6 to 12 week run. And then there's folks that, hey, were there in 2020 to 2021 and didn't take profit, took none, and have had to weather this entire bear market. Now, if you've got a long-term plan and you have absolutely zero need or anything like that, then that's okay. But guys, you can't lay it on somebody else that for them, oh my goodness, they're doing something wrong if they actually take profits, because that kind of mentality, look, everyone's situation is different, isn't it? And some folks, look, maybe they have some medical bills they have to take care of for their kids, or there's something else in their life, or on and on and on. And that's the deal. That's the way I throw it down there. Now, look, I don't look at these things as crashes, because not many people were achieving their accumulation goals, and they were afraid, because that's how this market works, right? I mean, they get you on the way up with that FOMO, and on the way down they get you with the FUD, you know what I mean? And that's where you want to have your mind really clued in, because think about it in this capacity. When we were back there and we were at that 30, 40, 50 cents, and you can actually go back and see those videos. And I was addressing how all these folks were complaining how the price wasn't moving. I said, listen, do you want to reach your would you rather be accumulating now at 30, 40, 50 cents, or do you want to start accumulating there at $3, $4, $5? Well, come on. Absolutely, you wanted to get it cheaper. Well, that's the thing. When you see these retraces, what are you looking for? You're looking for opportunities to reach those accumulation goals. At least that's how Judy and I looked at it. And so, guys, you need to be able to recognize the difference. And that is, look, they say you can't time the market, but time in the market really helps to season you. And you can get in, and get this about that. It doesn't have to take as long as it took for other people. You can start to clue in and see when opportunities are there that you would actually consider, where it might be a chance for you to go out there and get some when it dips down. Now, last time around, when we dipped down there to $2.65 within 2 days, guys, it was back up to what, $3.21? I mean, that right there, a 60-cent move just in a day, or a two, something like that. And where do you think we're at now? Do you think we're really crashing, guys? I don't think so. I think this is just a retrace, to prior resistance as support. And for me, like I say, represents opportunities. Now, the big question there is understanding yourself. Do you really understand yourself as an investor? Have you actually looked at your own behavior? How do you react to when the price is up and when the price is down? Now, Blockchain Backer, someone I really respect and enjoy when I watch his show. And if you don't know him, go and give him a subscribe, because he's really amazing. One of the disciplines that he went out and did is he wrote down a emotional journal for himself, in prior cycles, and how he felt and why he felt it, what was going on in the market, and on and on. What an amazing, amazing discipline to get into, because when you face those situations again, you can, hey, I remember what it felt like. Let's see, how did I respond that way? How did it work out for me back at that time? How could I do things differently now? And what difference could that make in literally how far down the road, or how I could succeed? How do I mature as an investor? And that's what really is the question that needs to be answered. It's not just, oh, well, it's crashing, understanding the difference. It's understanding ourselves and just learning how to discipline ourselves as investors, so that we are not just, tossed about by everything that's going on. And I'll tell you, I've actually been on Discords where folks will throw out something. They'll say, oh, where do you, throw out some asset. Oh, you got to get this one. And they haven't even taken 2 minutes to go out and investigate it. And boy, they're right ready to just jump right on board. Guys, that's that FOMO. That's that fear of missing out. And in this space, the one thing, and I agree with Lewis Jackson on this, you need to learn to take the emotion out of it. But it doesn't mean you're not going to have feelings, because we're human beings. We all have feelings. You're just learning to discipline yourself not to make decisions based on those feelings. Big, big difference. And guys, it can be done. And that's how you actually get to put yourself in a position where you start strategically thinking, and you develop a strategic mindset, so much so that, should you literally see the opportunity, more than likely, you're going to recognize it way before others will, and you're going to be able to benefit from it. And that's the deal right there. Now, guys, I sure hope that you have been having an amazing weekend. This space, I'll tell you, one thing it is not is boring. That is for sure. There's just always something going on, and amazing stuff at that. But I'll tell you guys, it has probably been one of the best rides of our lives. We have enjoyed it so much. And by the way, you as a community are the best community, as far as I'm concerned, in all of crypto. Judy and I have got to know so many of you personally, intimately, have had some of you over to our home, gone out to lunch and coffees and this and that, and just really have enjoyed meeting you and just being a part of your lives. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really mean that. I want to thank you. And I'll tell you, just getting out there and spending the time that I have with a lot of the people that I meet through coaching and that, it is amazing. And it's not just some kind of a session. I really, really enjoy just the camaraderie, the connections, the relationships. People matter, guys. I heard someone say this one time: people could care less. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I really think that's true. And I'll tell you, I really do care about you. I want you to make it. And guys, I love coming out here and spending these moments with you just to give you little tidbits of what it was like for us and how that might be able to help you get way, way further down the road. So guys, I sure hope you have an amazing Saturday. Until tomorrow when we have our Sugar on Sunday, have a fabulous one and take care.